Hi everyone, it's the Canny Crafter and I am here with another part of my sewing slash fashion journal. I think it's sort of changing a little bit direction, or it's encompassing a bigger theme. Yes, it's encompassing a bigger theme. So I just want to quickly show you this. So I did pull off, have I still got it? Yes. The original closure I did. One, I didn't like that the eyelet wasn't in the centre. I know, call me a perfectionist. But I was trying to take these circles apart so the string could wrap around them like on a policy envelope. That was my first thought, but after watching a video I thought that's not going to work for this design. So I just made another one, got the hole in the centre this time, and I've tied the twine equidistant through so it can come around one side, around the other, meet in the middle, and then tie with the bow still. Like that. And then you can have your bowl as big or as small as you want. So that was that fixed and figured out. I love how that looks. Oh, it tore a bit here, so I had to put on a scrap of paper, and then I thought, oh, the scrap of paper just looks a bit weird there, so I just put a little bit of lace trim on. Okay, so for the back, I was looking at the belly band idea still. I want that to go across the middle. I'm going to add this bit of lace trim. I just think the blue goes really nice with the yellow and contrasts really nice with the pink. So have that. So I was going through my digitalis. So I was thinking we could cut this out and put that on somewhere, like maybe across the middle. And see if I can cut this out in one piece. This is from one of the digital collage club kits. I'm sorry, I don't know which one's which anymore. It's either or is the answer. But I mean, if you paid for your subscription, just get them all. And then you're not going to lose out, are you? Is that very muchly straight? It seems to deviate there. And I should try my squinting technique again. Squinty McSquint squint. Okay, do I want either of those? Yes, I do. They have little tab 1 and they have writing on them. Okay, now remember, we'll have to keep this pretty flat. So what else do I want? I don't want anything more there. So this is from one of those CD-ROMs, and I apologise, I don't know what it's called. I no longer have it. I'm quite liking this lady here. I'm just looking, this is like a very similar but different. No, we'll go with that one. It's just now having to cut it out. I actually feel like I have some ribbon with this pattern on it here. Thinking if I have it. Ooh, I could sort of, no, I want it on there. And then that there. And then this lady of doing the old squinty eye. It didn't work. Let's cut it down like this. So I don't know if you noticed this, and I probably mentioned it before, but when I'm fussy cutting around something, I really move my scissors and move the paper. Oh, she's a smidge too tall. Let's cut her off at her feet. And over here. Okay, I feels like I need something with a different colour. Or is that just not working there? I don't think I like that. No, and I don't like that. Okay. What have we got in this drawer? What if it's a butterfly that it needs? Oh, as I said that, I came across a butterfly. This one I've tried putting somewhere before. I think though if I use that, it would have to go on a coloured piece of paper. So let's see what's in my scraps bin. Oh, I've just took my socks off and my foot's just touched the metal leg of my chair. That was cold. I don't have much in the way of scraps. No, I don't like that. Oh, maybe that's it. If I just cut above this flower here. Nothing go in my scraps. That was not cut straight. Look at the shockingness of that cutting. Okay, squint. Squinting is the key to my success. Okay, can't add any bulk. So that is no to buttons. In flat back curls. I'm gonna have to glue this on now. It's been stuck and unstuck that many times. Yeah, right. I feel like it needs something else. I probably am going to zigzag stitch down the sides of it. What can we have that is not bulky? Buttons that aren't bulky. The ones I cut out on the Cricut, they're buttons that aren't bulky. Yes, okay, right. I'm going to ink around these. I'm going to go with the vintage photo. And Right, how does the button look? Get around. Can you even tell? Not really. let's not waste our time doing that. Okay. So this is going to go along here. Ooh, I think I went a bit far there. This new glue bottle. It's a revelation. And then this, which we'll have to use a 3-in-1 on, because it's going over that lace. I'm so glad I remembered those buttons. Okay. Let's do the PVA. Oh, this may take a while. And the sticker. Keep down. So again, I don't know if those buttons are on the access or what. I just I paid for the access, so I'm just using it. Okay. But that's a shape you could make just in the design space. I mean, it's just a circle with 2 circles cut out of it. I mean, I'm assuming I don't have that much experience with the design space. But I feel like that's something that could just be made. Okie dokie. Let's just... I'm glad I found a home for that, but no, that's not the box that goes in. That's the box that goes in. I'm confusing myself with my drawers. Okay, I do think I'm going to stitch just down these edges, and it'll give the illusion that it's stitched onto there when I glue it down, but obviously I don't want to stitch through this. I mean, I could. I don't think I do. I think I want to do some like stamped faux stitching instead. Okay. So I just did 2 little rows of zigzag stitches down either end. So that'll fit on there like that. I'm not sure I'm going to glue it down yet. And I did just stitch 2 pieces of scrapbook paper together. As you can see, this is why I don't like doing round bits. I couldn't go round. So that should fit there. Now I'm just deciding which colour I want as the front and which colour I want as the back. I think that is the back and that is the front. Okay, so again, this has to be very flat. Now I had initially pulled this out, but I'm not sure. I've lost a drawer. Oh, there it is. So let's go through this. I was thinking maybe if we cut that out with the butterfly, I don't know. No, not feeling it. So what about... Ooh, we have that. Ooh, we've got a few of these. I think I've cut these out from the pages that I first printed onto paper. going to say I like that, but it's too tall. That's even taller. I think that was the right height. We have these adverts still as well. I don't think that advert, but I do like the adverts. I like that says Ladies Fashion Centre. Okay, that one so far. It needs more, obviously. I don't think I want a flower on, because I just think it's gonna, unless I put it at the top, but then instead of going sideways, I'd have to be very good at sticking it down, is what I'm trying to say. Here's my scissors. I've got 3 pairs of scissors out, and I can never find the pair I need. Right, I'm going to try and cut this down a bit. So this was one of the centrefolds of the page from the digital collage book. I think I wanted shorter than that. Probably along the way like that. Let's put those in the bin. And when I say bin, I'm just sort of chucking them in the vicinity of the bin. They're probably going to end up on the floor. It's about hats. I don't think we want anything about hats. Do we? Okay, what other stuff did I pull out? I have these. I think they're too brown. These are nicer colours. There's some purple and blues. I'm going to try and cut out this butterfly. I think a nice. Now, should I leave a border? Should I kiss cut it? Let's try kiss cutting it. If we don't like it, we can always go back in and cut it out properly. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put the big light on. Big light. It's definitely a Northern England thing, by the way. Big light. And then if you leave the big light on for too long, you get, what do you think this is, Blackpool Illuminations. Shout out to any Peter Kay fans out there. But that does happen in this house also. It's a family that used to go to Blackpool Illuminations every year. Oh, I quite like that over there. Okay. I'm gonna like really look where I'm throwing things now. Do I want some doily? It needs something down there. You know what I'm thinking of? I was thinking some sewn pattern, but now I'm thinking a piece of vellum. Ooh, that's got food on it. Stamped with something. I feel like I want to cut that end off because it's weird. It wasn't straight. Squint, 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 squint. Oh, hang on. This bit of vellum might be better. Yes, it is. Okay, so you had that. Lift that up over there. That. Okay, let's bring in the rubber stamps. So this is the set of stamps I'm using. I'll flip it to that side. I do believe this is a Do Craft set of stamps. Sorry, I don't know the name of them. Did get them from the range many years ago. So that's the button stamp I've been using also. I'm looking at this here. Oh, where can I put it? There. Brown stays on. Timber brown stays on is my ink of choice. Bring this book in. And then that's pretty. I feel like I need another bit down there though. What else have we got in the vellum offcuts? Leave that alone. Okay, let's stamp that bit. If we're going to use the same stamp, I think we're going to use the same stamp. Do I want to use a different stamp? I think actually I'm going to use this stamp. Now this is very long. I do have two bigger blocks, wrong ink, but I think because I just want a portion of this, I can get away with it on this block. Or not. Ah. In a fashion. It was done in a fashion. Right, so we have that there, that going off over there, that up there, that there, and how does this look here? I don't like that. I know instead what I'm going to do over there, if I can find it. Remember these? Right in front of us. Haha! I think I am going to go around this in the vintage photo as well while we've got it out. Both sides. And this, do we want that in vintage photo or do we want that in antique linen? Let's go vintage photo. And remember to colour antique linen and not yellow, get me. I didn't want that bit. Which way up did I have? I can't remember. Because I like it that way. Oh, when you go around this too. Oh, should I go around that little eyelet bit too? My thumb is very sore today. I went to push a tablet out of, you know, the films that tablets come on. And it just wasn't happening, and I pushed really hard, and then my thumb just started bleeding. And now it's really sore under the nail. I'm wondering about those brown cardboard buttons as well. I think I like that. Okay, what should we use to stick down this vellum? That is always my concern with vellum. How are we sticking it down? I've just my bed, I've got a battery on charge. Ah! It just fell on the floor. Should we just try the Pritt stick? I just always find the PVA sort of wrinkle with it. It was about there, wasn't it? Okay, let's bring in the PVA. So we want this down next. So these were from an old advertising book. No, it wasn't. It was the history of like advertising or something. Or the history of shops. Oh, I honestly can't remember. Anyway, it had these pretty adverts in it. And a lot of them were like fashion related, so I thought that was handy. Here's a blue butterfly, and that's something to remember when you have you know, like things like this. You don't have to use them as a whole. Like, I would probably cut this shoe out and use that as an element. You saw as before, I cut something like that down just for the lady. And you could just use that bit of text there. That bow, I might actually use that bow. So you don't have to use these elements as wholes. I mean, you could cut off that strip of buttons there. It's like with what am I trying to say? You know, like scrapbook paper and stuff, when it's made up of like little images. So hold on, I'll show you once I've stuck this down. Ooh, go straight and stay. You see this here? You could use that as a whole page, or I have in the past gone and fussy cut out the individual images, as long as you don't want what's on the what's on the other side. Great big, two great big bobbins of thread. That's probably why that paper's out, actually. But I had it flipped to the other side. Okay. I feel like it needs a little bit of lace for all I did that. Where's my lace straw? For all I was using that stamp in lieu of lace, I feel like it needs some. Just a smidge. What am I thinking? Should it hang off a bit? So if it should hang off a bit, should it be a longer piece? Like this. Oh, this is that folded over bit. Can't be bothered with that. Ooh. No. After all that oohing. I may just have to cut a fresh bit of lace. Doesn't need it. You know what I'm going to do instead? Instead of lace, I'm going to come back in with my stencil. There you are. And I think also with that stencil, put the different colour. Let me find my sponge. Sorry, I was completely out of frame for that. Just a little bit on the bottom, on the back. Okay. So, let's stick this down. I'm going to use a 3-in-1. I'm just going to go to the edge. And stick this middle-ish. And hold that down. I've got a bit of seepage. Oh yeah, I mentioned the brown buttons also. I've just got every drawer out instead of bringing the drawers over. I mentioned the brown buttons on this, didn't I? I think maybe just one. Yeah, we're gonna have to have another tidy up. Just one there. Okay, so that will fit in there, like so. Alright. I don't want to stick it in yet because that's wet, that's wet. In here, I was thinking, should we do some stamping? Oh, that needs to go in there now. Or some stenciling. Some stenciling might be cute in the yellow. What would the yellow look like on the yellow? Oh, it works. I didn't know if it was going to be too... Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Just to sort of break the page a bit. Like that. This is so hard to navigate because it's so big. here, so we just have some stenciling. I think that's cute. Do we want anything on here? We could just add some little bits like this. Or is that going to be too much embellished? We have that, we have that. No, that's still not stuck down. I hope that card fits. I did dry fit it, but it wasn't stuck down when I dry fitted it, so it wasn't really a dry fit, was it? Just because these flowers are upside down and it's bugging us is why I'm thinking. Okay, let's cut this down. I'm going to add these pockets. I feel like I should have a paper coming around. I could maybe add them as pockets if I back that onto something to stiffen it a bit. I think that's just too much. Maybe it just needs a little something. Just looking at where I got now. Like this little corset maybe. What if we made a little cluster? Just there. Just one little cluster with something flat. What is in my box of tricks? It's cute. And then a piece of this. Oh my goodness, that was supposed to be straight. And then a little bit of lace. I'm determined to use a little bit of lace. Pink, black or blue is the question only for the day. I think if it's going to be pink, it's going to be this pink. Try and get this straighten that side up a smidge. Oh, that pink's not showing off. Try a bit of black. Sorry, I think I was out of frame there. I've got so much on my desk again. Yeah, the black works. Ooh, what's that? I don't know. And then one thing on top of that. Would a flower be too much? Would it add too much bulk? That one's too big. No, I'm going to go with the flower. I don't know what I put in the middle of it though. one of those cardboard buttons. Because I don't want a pearl. It's going to be too puffy. Yeah, I may have to cut out some of those buttons. Right, do I want to add any stitching to this? I think I do. So let's try and take this off as a whole. Move that over there. Bring in a glue book. It's over there. So we'll have that somehow across the top. So I'm just going to add a bit of glue for now. Like that. And then we'll have this at the jaunty angle. So now I can. At what point did we stop recording? Why doesn't it beep to say I've stopped recording? Okay, recap. I'm making a cluster for here. Like so. I've just glued it together. And now I'm going to run some stitching down there on the machine because I can. I'll be back. Okay, that is going to go there like that. And then that is going to go across there like that. And then that is going to go there like so. Yep, so let's stick this down first. You know, I have clusters made and set aside for this journal. But oh well, I've made another one. I just love making. Got a bit of glue splurgy there. Let's try and get that. And then we want to add this. Why have I not been recording the whole time? What if you didn't see anything that I did? Okay. I'm not going to close that. Because it's wet, but let's see if we can get this card in here now. No! Your old bone folder trick always works. Or you could use a ruler just to tease that glue up. Okay, so let's quickly just close this and show you what it'll look like. So that'll tie around there like that into a pretty bow. Okay, then we open it up. Oh, cute little cluster. And then you can fold it down and you have all of this. You could put photos on here. I mean, if you wanted to, you could glue these down and make them into pockets. That's an option. But I just like the idea out of all of this writing space. And then, yeah, we've seen that collage. And then on the back, a little belly band, which was the leftover piece from here. So this was literally like a zero waste project. And then a little journaling card in. And the reason, remember, we wanted everything so flat was because it has to fit in. Here. I think that is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a tidy up before I continue. I am literally like, I can't move. It's so distracting. So a tidy up and I'll be back. I've tidied. I'm reorganised. It's been a few days actually, I will admit. So I actually don't remember if that's how I left off the last video. I think it was. If not, I am tidied and reorganised and ready to decorate some more signatures up. So, I was thinking, for this front one, hold on, I was placing stuff in. This front one, a bit of the old antique linen, and we'll use this stencil-y thing. Well, it's a die cut that I'm using as a stencil, if you can remember that. Because I tried colouring it and I didn't like how it coloured. And I just thought this would add some interest. I think I want that down there actually. Right, like so. And then I think that I got my little, there it is, my little stamp block. I'm going to take these Do Crafts stamps. I'm going to take this button here. Oh, my coat hanger fell off. That's the thing with stamps, they lose their adhesion. Okay, let's get rid of that. Didn't really need it, did we? And the timber brown stays on. I think what I'm going to do is, no, I don't. I was going to say I was going to stamp it off on a page and then stamp it on here, but I think because I'm putting it next to this Sewing Tips word, it'll be alright. It just looks like part of the title of the page. Okay, let's put that back before we lose it. Is that all we want on there? I think that's it for now. So let's flip it. Okay. I think I had this flower and this flower. I think it was the little flower there with the little button in. But let's sew that button through there. Oh! Now there's a conundrum. Where did the needle go? Okay, oh, I put it back, didn't I? Okay. Just cut that and thread this needle. Oh, well, we watched House of Gucci. I didn't know that Mrs. Gucci, Patricia, no, don't know. Well, I didn't know she had actually been sentenced because of that. I thought he had been killed and they all just assumed it was her that did it. But no, she was actually found guilty. It was really, really interesting. And she took a really good part in it. as did Al Pacino. So yes, I recommend it. And it was a long film, but you know it was good because it didn't feel like a long film. It was paused once. I was hungry. I had him go make us a chicken sandwich. There's a bobbin of fur, there it is. It was a very nice chicken sandwich. It was sweet chilli chicken and brown bread with a bit of mayo. Tesco's sweet chilli chicken. It was very nice. I had wanted tandoori chicken, but I didn't have any in. Okay, now let's see. Do I want anything stamped or stenciled? Let's get rid of this book for now. I'm getting a bit hemmed in. Stamped or stenciled on here? I think something stamped. Let's have a look at our stamps. We could do I want to do this as no. Oh, I think if this doesn't work, we'll just cover it up. I don't know what the dogs are doing. They're playing on the stairs. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to ink it up with the Stairs on Timber Brown. Then I'm going to stamp it off on this book. Let's get a page that won't have glue on it. And then I'm going to stamp it on here and see what happens. Just because I don't want it to be so vibrant that your writing would be obscured over it. See? Perfect. Just a hint of a tape measure. Amazing. That was what I wanted. Okay, I'm going to move these other signatures out of the way. If we move those, it gives us enough room. Okay, so now this will be like this. Okay. So I've got another flower here I want to put a button on. So now we're working on the back. So I showed this to my mum and she was like, that many signatures, that many pages, do you not think it should be more than one journal? And no, I don't. I think I'm going to make this a chunky monkey sewing journal / fashion journal. And it's going to be even chunkier by the time I've added all of these embellishments and bits of ephemera. Okay, so that is just stuck on there like so. Now, did I have anything for the back page? Apparently not. I know what I wanted to do on the back page. But I think I'm gonna, yeah, I need the big guns for this. I think I'm going to stamp that quite like a first stamp, do you know what I mean? Like it's going to be quite vibrant in colour, it's not going to be light. hold it down, get some nice ink transfer. Yep, love it. And I don't clean these stamps, as you can see. I don't need those. Okay, so that is the first and last pages done. Do I want some more buttons stamped there? I think I do. I think we'll go for the heart-shaped buttons this time though. And should we do it in the black? Because that writing's in black. So this again is stayed on jet black. Ooh, see? My stamps are losing the stickiness. So you can't even get that off. I think just by adding the stamps and stenciling to the digital pages, well not digital page, the digiprints. So I need a drink there. You're sort of making them your own, essentially. Do I want? No. I was going to say, do I want something stamped there? No, we do not. Do I want something stenciled on the back? No, I think we're good. Okay, let's put that over there. So now we have these pages. And this is a tag I made a while ago and it's just been hanging around. And I was going to put the whole press stud through, but I think that will impede anything that goes through it. But I think I am just going to glue this on. Do you think the 3-in-1 will hold it in place? I don't know. We'll try. Right, leave that way. So this is going to go in here as a pocket. Now, do I want to use a 3-in-1 or do I want to use the PVA is the question. I think that is going to hold that though. Do the PVA. Just because I can get a thinner line, which means the pocket is essentially going to be bigger. So we will have to make something to go in this. I'm thinking like a flip up tag. So it's like 2 tags together that are hinged at the top. That makes any sense? Oh. Something got thrown against the door there. The wind's picking up again. And it set the dogs off, obviously. Okay, there's nobody there. Not that that means anything to him. Because he thinks there's somebody there. So obviously I am wrong. Okay. Then on this side, this was cut out on the Cricut. Again, I don't know. I've got a feeling this is probably an access image. And I will have to use the PVA on this because this is only glue with a fine tip nozzle. I've seen people smear glue on the backs of their hands and then drag something like this through the glue. But I'd rather just, you know, persevere like this. I used to use the Xyron sticker machine for things like this, but I always found I then had to go in with my pokey tool and clean up all the edges where the glue, where the glue would sort of come through. It was a nightmare, so I soon gave up on that. Sometimes I still use it, but okay, so apparently I don't have anything for this side, but I think this cluster was to go, I don't know where this cluster was to go. Was it to go here? Was it to go onto a corner tuck? I definitely feel like it should go there. Should we make that into a corner tuck? Let's see what's in here. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, but then that's pretty. I feel like the pink is going to be the way to go though. Oh, we have some brown. Oh, what about the brown? Love these drawers. I'm going to have to link them down below for you, because they're just amazing. Okay, so I think I will get the trimmer out for this. I think I want it diagonally there. This is going to be really easy to follow because I've got those dotted lines. I go back in my drawer. But then I want it, let's bring this back in. This little bit of thread is getting stuck on everything. I think I want it to go across here and across here. I think that I can just do with my scissors. There we go. Now go on there. Do we want anything else on there? I feel like a little butterfly. I also feel like I was going to print out some butterflies and I didn't. Go around this with the vintage photo. Yeah, I feel like I need to stick this down a bit more, because it was just like stapled in place. Does it need the other press stud? Well, I think it needs a butterfly. Let's see what is in the butterfly selection. If I can't find any in here, I'm gonna have to print some out. Ah, I lost. Okay. Those I'm keeping as little stamens. Oh no, that doesn't work. Nope. I feel like I'm gonna have to cut some out. That's too big. These are all like No. Let's see what's in these books. If not, I'm gonna have to fire up the computer. But this one here, this one might actually work. No, I feel like it's the wrong shape, but I'll have to go in the wallet. Wrong colour. I love these books. We should just have a day playing with these books. Oh, there's these. They're like little buttons with butterflies on. No, I'm not feeling that either. That can go in the butterfly. That's it. That's the one I want. Okay, let's put them back in here before they go on a journey. I'm going to go around that with the antique linen. Oops. Just in case there's any little white bits showing. I think I can just get away with the PVA for this. I'm also wondering if that's going to need a flat back pearl. So this is going to need something to go in it now. And I haven't glued up that side. I'm leaving my options open. Leave that on its side. Okay, let's see about a little flat back pearl. That's the baggie for my buttons. Those are my baby pearls. I think they're too big to go on the butterfly. But maybe, no, not like, yeah, I'm going to put that there like that. Just like that. Okay. So, I feel like that is wonky now. Does that look wonky? I tried following the lines. Okay, so that is another page done. Okay, this page needs a pocket. And this is a tag I made a while ago also. Don't know if there's a video on these tags. I think I was just playing. So I'm just adding the antique linen to try and like blend it in a bit more, because these are a lot pinkier, a lot more, I would describe them as shabby chic. But I do like the contrast. So we need a pocket. So again, let's pull in some paper. feel like that's long enough. We do have a bigger bit. So I just want the pocket down here. Probably about the same size as that. Probably about there. I think I want that. Pencil. Oh, stuff's falling out. Cute little bit. There's the page. I think I want to go around that and see how the yellow takes on that. Oh, beautifully. I'm wondering though, is this going to need thickening up a bit? It's not the thickest scrapbook papers, and it's going to have quite a chunky tag in it because of these little pearls here. Maybe we could take them off and just put a scrap of lace or something there. That might be the solution. Or one of these brown buttons, cardboard buttons. Yeah, the cardboard button. So again, put off the Cricut access. Do I say that every time I use one of these buttons? Well, it might not have been the access, but yeah, that will need a topper though. So should we decorate this a little bit first before we stick it down? What have we got? I love those paper flowers. That's what that was. I mean, do we just want a cluster? Love that cluster, but I don't think that is right. Hold on, we should put the tag in also, and then yeah, I'm going towards these flowers. I think that's too much of the same colour though. I really like that. And then smaller button than that. Thinking maybe on that side to balance out the scissors on that side. I'm doing it like this, and whoever gets this journal might rearrange the whole thing. I feel like we need something coming across here though. Let's see what we have in this box. It's curled up there, and that is what the problem is. Like that up. You know what's weird? Completely going off on a tangent here. But we had these crisps the other day. And now that's all I can smell in this house. The smell has lingered. They were like, as does chicken and stuffing or something. And I just keep getting wafts of it. Oh yeah, I want that there as well. This is what I'm going to do. Isn't that strange? How I just keep getting wafts of it. Hey, go down, what, you been eating them crisps? No. Why does the house smell of them? Oh, you know what? There is an empty packet of them in this bin. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I can smell. Okay, that is not sticking it down. Should I try it with the PVA over here where it's not going to be seen? Here was a worry. The glue will show through. Or it'll wrinkle it. It seems to be doing alright. Normally I would just sew my vellum on. Okay, I think these flowers I want to stick on with the 3-in-1. Oh, I was going to stitch a button through. See, look, this is lifted. And I've also caught that paper a bit there. Just came in with a bit of the pink. Okay, now to rethread this. I used to try and be really clever and use a really long length of thread, so I would only have to thread the needle once, but you just end up in a tangled, knotty mess. I think this might be all we get done today. I honestly can't remember how long the first bit of the video was, or what the first part of the video was. So if I edit it and it's like too short, I'll come back and add something on. Or we'll finish this lot of pages off. That's what we'll do. Not the whole signature, just like these 4 sides. Hold it down because it doesn't seem to want to stick. How we're doing time wise. And then little butterfly there. See? That does not want to, neither of them want to stick. I have to hold these down. Okay, let's bring the page back in. So that's going to go in there like that. I'm wondering if I should round those bottom corners or not. Okay, let's stick this down again. was going to say the 3-in-1, the PVA, because I can get a thinner line of glue. I've just put my finger in. Right, we don't want to stick that in, because what happens when you stick stuff in when the glue is wet? It sticks. But I do want to put a topper through this, and I'm thinking of this. Right, so I'll just angle those edges. And how do I want to put it on? Do I want to make a bigger hole? Or do I just want to staple it on? Or do I want to sew a button over the top of it? Oh, I think I've done that a bit long. What if we sew a little button over the top of it? Yep, I like that. Okay, that is all gonna poof. I think what I'll do is I'll stitch the button to the ribbon and then glue the ribbon to the card, or should we just, you know what, let's just stitch it all together. Let's just try and do some attractive sewing, because normally that sewing on the reverse looks a little bit ugly. Not too bad, is it? We could always stick something over it. I think that's alright. Should we stamp a little button on there? I feel like I do. I feel like I want to stamp. No, a safety pin. I've never used a safety pin stamp. So let us try that. Oh, that looks cute. It does look cute. Ta-da! I love that. Okay, and this side I had thought this here, but does it need a bit of lace behind it? Is the question only. Oh, a bit of this. Oh, a bit of that and a bit of lace. So I've even kept like the tiniest little scraps of lace. Just to try and use everything. Do I want a fishtail? Dovetail, fishtail? I'm waiting on my little version of these scissors coming. I've ordered them from Amazon and they were supposed to be coming yesterday. But then I got an email yesterday saying they're not going to be coming for another week and a bit. And I'm a Prime member. No, I just want to cut that short. Oh, now I was going to put it up there, but now I'm thinking, oh, but I'm covering up those birdies a little bit. Now I'm thinking I like it there. Yeah, I like it there. Does that need a pearl or a button or something?
I was doing really well at checking the time, and then I forgot, and you know what? I think the memory card is full, and that is why. So should we leave it there for today? Because obviously there's a lot of files on here. We've recorded more than I thought. Quick, there's 3 minutes left on the clock. I have this that I made ages ago when I was playing. And this is what I was saying. That stays on ink and it's sort of bled and got a funny colour. And I just thought that would be nice there. But I think it needs some black lace across the top. But like the skinniest bit of black lace. I don't know whether I should try and sew that on with the machine. I'll just glue it down. I think I'm just going to glue it down. So this is just a little fabric covered notebook. And I figured I would just put that there. So it's a 3-in-1. Okay, what else does it need? Does it need anything else? I think that is all that needs. This 3-in-1 glue isn't grabbing as quick as the other bottles. It's something I've noticed. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for today. I don't think I had anything planned really for the back page, maybe some stamping. We can come back and do that. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.